What's the word, y'all? It's your boy R&D Bishop, man, and I'm here to just give y'all some words on my way home from my son's soccer game today. They did lose. He had a good game. He had a couple shots, real close to a few goals today, but we didn't get a goal today. But it's all good. Still love the effort that he put in today, guys. But I just wanted to talk to the males today, the men, about just continuing in life, just continuing. You know what I'm saying? I kid you not, as a black man, a lot of things, as a man, period. Like, it's not even just about being a black man, but a lot of things are going to be against you without trying to be against you. And I say that to say, sometimes things are what they are. You are who you are in that moment, and all you can do at certain times is grind, work, develop. You know what I'm saying? Strive, have ambition. Some of us, we fall behind because we become complacent, or we become comfortable with the struggle because we know if we have to work hard, then that's going to be harder than just sitting here and allowing things to happen to you in life. I have 3 children, and I just feel like as their dad, I have to always develop. I have to always get better. I have to always think more for them and their future, because when they're older, when they're older teens, or when they're in their 20s, I might, when I hit my 40s and my 50s, I think that I still have to be that cornerstone of our family, because a lot of families nowadays don't have those men. You know what I'm saying? So for us men, we need to always continue. You might fall down, your car might give out, you might break your leg, you can't hit the gym for 6 months or whatever. You might lose your job. You might not be, up with the money. You might not have as much as you think you should. You might be 30, 35, 40. You might be 20. Like, it doesn't matter. Once you pass 18, it's kind of like every man is in a competition with himself. And you're competing without even knowing you're competing with other men in the world, because we're all trying to get in higher positions. And it don't matter what age you is. You could be a 21-year-old CEO. You could be a 51-year-old CEO. You could be a 71-year-old CEO. People think things are over once you hit a certain age. Age has nothing to do with anything, usually, when you're a man. I'm going to tell you that. We're always having to do things. We're always having to make things happen for our families, for ourselves. We always have to have, and provide, So what I say is, most men give up before that process even hits, because it gets hard. A lot of the times, men they haven't had anyone show them, like, no, this is a part of life. You can navigate it. You got to defeat it, and then you'll get to that next level, or you'll get to the next stage. A lot of men just haven't seen no one continue. And this carries on into the business world, content world, just you being consistent and just showing up for yourself. You might not like the job you have. You might not like this, you might not like that, but at the end of the day, man, as men, we just have to work. You can't let your wife distract you. You can't let your girlfriend, you can't let these hoes, you can't 304s, whatever you want to call them. You can't let none of that distract you. Can't let none of that distract you. You know what I'm saying? You gotta always be locked in, because at the end of the day, everything is your fault. And that's not to say it's really your fault, but it's your fault. That woman you had, if she was doing this, doing that, disrespecting this and that, you allowed it. That's your fault. That's who she was, but who are you to accept that? You might not be who you think you are. So, in life, man, you got to continue. You can't be scared to cut people off. You can't be scared to cut anyone off for your respect. Number one, I had to learn this, that as a man, respect is just it's mandatory, because if nobody respects you as a man, you're not going to be on anybody's radar of being one of them dudes. And life isn't about being one of them dudes, but life kind of is about being one of them dudes. You got other cultures, other men, other races, whatever. Being one of them dudes might be being a president. It might be being a doctor. It might be being this. It might be being that. So whatever you think being that dude is, or your circle, hey, the ultimate goal is to, at the end of the day, get money. That's at the end of the day, we all want to get money. So get money. But then you have to navigate yourself as a man. You have to regulate who you are, your emotions, your mental, your health, fitness, just everything. You know what I'm saying? Your leadership. Because at the end of the day, people are going to watch you, especially if you're doing well, if you're doing better than them. And some of you aren't even in a position where you feel like you're doing better than anybody, but there's somebody underneath you that's watching you still. It could be kids, it could be a teen in your neighborhood, it could be your brother, it could be your cousin, it could be someone older than you that don't got what you got, or is on the same level as you. Just keep your mentality right, and everything will fall in line. If you become disciplined, if you stick with your guns, if you lock in, just lock in with yourself, man. I'm telling you, man, a lot of this stuff will be easier for you. All you got to do is lock in, man. Locking in is the number one thing. A lot of times we don't like to lock in because it takes real hard discipline. You have to have discipline. Maybe if you want to eat better, you want to be better with the ladies. You want to build a business. You want to have a business. You want to have a blueprint for a business. You don't even know where to start. Like, a lot of this is just continuing. So you might have to search for the info. You might have to keep going and do it yourself. You might not have partners. You might not have friends that's in positions. You might be the first of the first. So, are you going to make an excuse and be like, you didn't have this, you don't got that? Can't. You just got to continue. You got to continue. You got to continue. You can't stop. No matter how defeated you might feel, no matter how much things might not work in your favor, when you're talented in something, you can easily transfer that energy into other things. So say guys who were the head of the school in high school and they were the number one athletes, or they were the smartest people, had the smartest grades, and then after college, or whatever the case may be, now it's like, now what? You got to continue. You got to channel that energy somewhere else. It might be being in the business. Now you're a competitor in the business world. Now you're learning in that aspect. Now you're becoming better. You're growing your mind. You're growing your business. You're growing your financials. You're doing a lot of things that you would have done maybe if you were an athlete. You locked in, so you locked in on this. You took that same mentality and you put it behind something else. That's how you become successful in other things. Become well versed. We just got to continue, man. We can't stop. Even in our neighborhoods, from small neighborhoods around bigger cities to just all little neighborhoods, there's so many towns and cities around America that has potential, but no one knows about them because the men in those cities aren't continuing. They're allowing things to be what it is, or the government, or the city, officials, or whatever the case may be. Those are still men. They might be, you gotta be able to continue in this life, man. Because what else is there to do? What else is there to do if you don't? You're going to stay stuck? It's just like when we see the stars, right? We see the stars, and when we see the stars, we like, well, we know those are gases, but one of them might be another sun somewhere. It's billions and billions and billions of these stars, hundreds and hundreds of galaxies. There might be another star up there that's a sun, right? It's the same thing as, okay, we see our sun, so we're not going to continue and see if there's other things out there. We're just going to accept and be comfortable with this because it's just what we want to do. And then it's like, you think that's what it's about? You're supposed to continue. That's what we're here for. We're here to push the needle. We're here to move it. We're here to get us to the next stage of maybe humanity. But you got to do your part as a man, even if that's just continuing with your family, continuing with yourself. Got to lock in sometimes, guys. You got to lock in with ourselves. We got to become better, because in 2026, I think there's a lot of unfocused men. We're worried about the wrong things. The wrong things. So I say this to say, guys, we are them. One of ones, all men of all races, of all, from all ways, everywhere, from every inch of the fucking world. Like, you guys got to understand that men, we have to continue. We have to, man. We have to. You could be going through a breakup. You could be going through the worst times in your life, like I said before. You can be doing whatever, man. Continue. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going, man. At the end of the day, if you don't, that could be the end of your life and you still alive. That could be really it. You working a job you don't like, but you're like, you know what, I ain't gonna continue. You might be doing that forever. Remember that. It might be 2026 and you're doing a job, right? And after that job, then what? You don't got more goals? Oh, why? Because you're 40? Because you're 50? Because you're 30? What? Age don't matter in this life. You get one life. What does age matter? You're going to always age. There's no limits to nothing. If you want to be whoever you want to be, continue it. Just do it. Lock in with something. That's all it is, fellas. Like, I learned that I got to just be the LeBron of life. LeBron is, man, the GOAT. I just got to be like a LeBron in life. You know, I got to be well-versed in so many things. I got to be able to think. I got to be able to be physical. I got to be able to be sharp. I have to be able to have the willpower. I got to be able to fight through things. I got to be able to even accept other leadership. We might be leaders as men and we might want to lead our families and provide, but a real leader knows that, no, you're not a follower, but you're still learning from other leaders. Because there are guys that started being leaders before you, man. So how you going to know everything about being a leader or a man? Or you got to talk to somebody. You got to be present and you got to continue. That's it. We got to weed out the men who are just weak, men who aren't really trying, and men who are just stagnant and stopping. That's cool if that's what you want. It's your life. We all got, we all live our own lives. We all grown men. But at the end of the day, what you want to leave behind to your family name? Nothing. You just want to end it there? What they going to say about you when you're not here? Whenever that may be. I got a friend who decided to take his artistry to another level right now. He's been super consistent, dropping music, doing a lot of things that were out of characteristics of him. And he turned it into a whole motivation, a whole thing, and he's going crazy right now. No matter what stage we was in life, no matter what we doing outside of that, you got to always find that thing that you know you can do, that you know you could continue. Even if you fail one time or you slow down, or find that thing you could continue doing, that you're not scared to do, that you're confident in, and you may fail sometimes, but you could keep it going. Dude, fellas, keep going, man. Keep going. You might be going through mental health issues. You might have had a loss in the family. Like I said, you might be behind on bills. You might not have the credit score you want. You might not have the financials you want. So what does that mean? Keep going. Find a solution and keep going. Don't make no excuses. Let's keep going. Because those excuses aren't going to get you nowhere. It's just going to keep you deeper, deeper, deep. You're just going to keep talking about it. I've been there. There's nothing to say no more, fellas. It's 2026. We all know what we're supposed to be doing. Those who know, they will do. Those who don't, they won't. So, say this to say, continue. Lock in with yourself. Lock in with yourself. Even if that means you waking up an hour before you go to work and you reading a book, or you just meditating, or you stretching, or getting a little workout in. Maybe it could be at home. There's no excuses for anything no more. So what we need to do is continue. And if you're new to the channel, like, subscribe, follow, everything on all platforms. You can find me at R&D Bishop, of course, as you know. I just want to grow this channel because I want to do I'm in a phase of life where I'm doing everything. I'm still doing music. I'm still doing food reviews. I'm still doing content. I'm still working hard. I'm still trying to get better in the gym. I'm still, developing, even more things with my children. I still want to, dip into the business world and grow businesses here and there and learn more. So I'm continuing as well. And it's like, you don't got to do this by yourself. We all in different phases, but we can do it together. So even if you just need a community of dudes that's starting from the beginning, like, I've been on a journey for a long time of just finding, you know what I'm saying? Might not have found it yet, but I've just been on that journey. I'm not gonna tell y'all how old I am, but I got age. That's why I say I'm experienced in a lot of things. But I'm still going, and I'm still having losses, still failing at things, and still achieving things, and still counting my small dubs, still taking all that, still learning from this, still even going through things with women, still learning that, still, blocking out these distractions, still that. But I'm continuing. I'm just maneuvering, though. Y'all think continuing is a straight line. It's just maneuvering all the obstacles that's coming your way and getting better in each area. The LeBron of this shit. So I say this to say, just keep going, man. Just keep going. Keep going. Continue. Grind, lock in with yourself, and find some buddies that's on the same path as you. Find some guys that'll lock in with you, regardless of what the path may be. Hey, man, hit my comments. I might start going live. Hit me up. It is what it is. We can grow together too. If you got a channel too, lock in. Lock in. It don't matter what it is. But as a man, continue. Don't quit. Don't stop. It's no time for excuses. Once you hit those 20s, life really starts. Life starts. And then once you get your mind right, you get things in order, life really starts again. It really starts again. Then once you hit a certain level, you know what I'm finna say. Life starts again. So, look, fellas, stay locked in. Let's keep continuing. Let's keep getting better. Let's keep helping each other get better. Let's stop all this judgmental stuff. Let's stop worrying about all the, dumb content, the dumb, stupid stuff that people talk about on this here internet and on these apps. Let's lock in with each other, man. No matter the race, no matter nothing, man. So, continue, fellas. Continue. Y'all stay safe, man. Y'all be cool. R&D Bishop, I'm gone, man.